So I thought I'd show you all my campsite. I am at El Morro National Park in New Mexico for a couple of days. And the sites are somewhat improved. There's gravel and picnic tables and fire pits. And there are even a couple of sites with water, and then there's one that is paved with concrete and completely level for handicap use. I do like that it's completely free to stay here inside the actual national park. There should be more national parks and BLMs that allow that. It's really a shame that there aren't enough, but I'm going to head out to El País here tomorrow, and I'll make a video and show you all that as well. I'm going to go check out the ice caves and the lava flow and see some of the cauldrons. I'm walking up to the cliffs of El Morro National Monument now, and I'm going to go check out the ancient Puebloan civilization at the top that was built around 1100. And I'm going to see some of the names of the Spanish explorers and the early westward immigrants and travelers. And I'm really excited, even though it's an overcast day. And I will show you all more from the top of the monument. It's really amazing walking towards these huge sandstone rocks that rise out of the desert. It's just gorgeous. And there's fields of thousands and thousands of wildflowers. So the colors are just spectacular, even on an overcast day. So right now I'm walking on Inscription Trail up to the Sandstone Bluff, and the park has these great paved trails. Looks like they go all the way up to the monument there. So what I plan to do is a 2-mile walk that's all around the monument. There's a headland trail that goes past the pool. There's a box canyon, all the Pueblo ruins, and going to see some of the inscriptions on the wall, of course, and should be really exciting. And after about only 5 minutes of walking, we are almost to the Sandstone Bluff here. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous natural rock. And I made it to the top of the trail here. You actually can't get up on top of the rocks. And surrounded by juniper trees here and some desert pine. And there's a nice little relaxation area at the top of the bluff. And some information about travelers of old who used to stop at the desert oasis, which is right down there. I'm down at the bottom of the pool here at El Morro National Monument, and you can see the water behind these huge cattails. And look at that Sandstone Bluff. And here's another view of the ancient pool from the other side. You can see the water a lot better, and there are a lot less cattails on this side. The colors on the rock are just majestic. And as you walk through the monument, you can see these petroglyphs all over from travelers of old. Some of the inscriptions are really quite something. And all these holes that you see in the rock are from desert birds and insects. They make their homes in here. Many of the early Spanish travelers wrote "Paso por aquí," or "passed through here." These were done around 1709. Amazing. Many of the petroglyphs, such as this one, depict the ancient Native American Indians hunting bears and sheep and all sorts of other animals that were once native fauna to the area. And now I am walking up these stone steps to the ancient Pueblo ruins. And there's an amazing view up here of the rock and the surrounding area. Too bad it's a little overcast. About halfway through the trail, you see this amazing spot here. I particularly like the outcroppings on the right. Natural beauty. And here is the tallest and thinnest peak in the monument. Simply beautiful. So I've just about hiked up to the top of the bluff, and you can see some amazing sandstone formations all around. And that is the long path I took to the top. Simply gorgeous. I've crossed the top, and you can see a huge sandstone cavern below on the other side of the outcropping. Surrounded by desert. And since it's an overcast day, I have not seen anyone else in the park. I've had it all to myself. It's gorgeous. I thought this was a particularly amazing view of the canyon below. And this is the view from the tallest point in the park. That's the path I walked along, and you can walk over to the other side and have a 360-degree view of both the canyon, Box Canyon, all the sandstone outcroppings. Wow. This is a really interesting part of the trail. It leads you through the sandstone formation in an interesting meandering path. And you see tons of birds up here at the top of the bluff. And I am almost to the other side of the sandstone formation. I've just about crossed the ravine there. And you can see Box Canyon over here to your left as you walk along the trail. And I've reached the other side of the canyon. And it's starting to rain a little bit, which is nice though, because it cools you off. And that is an amazing, sharply carved natural rock. And believe it or not, that is the actual trail. Parts of it are a little precarious, especially in the rain here. So they have this little carved path into the fascia of the rock. And it is a hike. It's really interesting and, of course, really, really beautiful. There's the visitor center down below. And the canyon, some of the rock. And I love all these little mountainous pine trees. They look like little bonsai everywhere. Parts of the rock is and I finally made it to the top where the ancient Pueblo civilization is. It was occupied from 1200 to 1400 by the Zuni Indians. And here are some of the ruins. There are 18 that have been excavated so far, out of dozens and dozens that were here originally, that have been washed underground by the sands of time. It's amazing to think that people have been atop this sandstone for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years. What a great spot in the New Mexico desert. This is one of the communal gathering rooms where they likely had celebrations and entertained each other and perhaps ate meals together. And now I'm on my descent back down to the National Park Visitor Center. The trail is definitely a little bit easier once you get off the top of the rock there. But quite an amazing view the whole way up, the whole way down. And on the far side, about 2/3 of the way down, there's this meandering path made of rock and log through the stone fascia. And that's where I was about half an hour ago. And it looks like the weather's starting to clear up here, as I am almost back to the National Park Visitor Center. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will talk to y'all later.